What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Fabio Wardley. Get this. Fabio Wardley made this bold statement, and I gotta share it with who all that will listen. Quote, "I'd happily welcome the rematch. It was a fantastic fight. It was a great fight. The controversy over the stoppage aside, no one came away from that fight saying it was boring. We'll see how this Usyk thing plays out, but I'd be happy to rematch him." Sources from the Ariel Helwani show via Fabio Wardley. And let me counterpunch. That's what I'm talking about. Now, here's the deal. Fabio Wardley showing this type of merit shows what type of warrior he is. You know, and now looking at it, if the Usyk fight doesn't happen, if Alex Usyk, the kind of unofficial, official team of Usyk is right about their decision on not fighting Fabio Wardley instead of Joseph Parker or whoever, and this fight does happen, would you be surprised at Fabio Wardley? And guess what? You shouldn't. Why? Because Fabio Wardley was in the fight of the year last year with who? Frazier Clark. Frazier Clark was the guy that gave him hell and high water, okay? Only for him to right his wrongs earlier the next fight. One round.
Swing, that's just the way he does it. What happens when he lands? Wardley already has Frazier Clark in trouble downstairs and upstairs. He's got to keep his composure now, Wardley. They call this round 13. 2 rounds. He does it good.
He was down and out with a broken crown. Bars. He stopped him in one round, but he showed him like, look, I'll give you a rematch. I'll put my undefeated record on the line. Let's do it one more time. Let's do it. And I have to respect that as well as everyone else, because it you know, that's the thing to do. Whenever you see controversy, what do you think made Mayweather as respected as he was? Whenever it was a time like the Castillo fight or the Maidana fight, it was something controversial. What did he do? He ran it back, people. And if that's what he's proposing to do, I'm all for that, because normally you get people in fights like that, a difficult situation where a fighter he couldn't figure out, or it was challenging, or a lot of people thought that it was bullshit. You know what happens? And they do get the win and they scave away from that fight. They never return. They never return. In this case, Fabio Wardley is showing us a totally different person. He's showing us that, hey, I ain't them dudes. I'm not the type of person that gets in a situation and have people thinking it was controversial, you know, and we can say that if you look at that fight again, it was exciting. You can't say it was boring. So yeah, why not have another fight? You know, and it's only fair though in a perfect world, right, that Joseph Parker gave him the opportunity. It's only right that he gives him back the opportunity, because everything that Joseph Parker did, you know, he put on the line, and he gave it up for Fabio Wardley for grabs, and Fabio grabbed it and ran with it, right? So I do think that's a good idea. It makes me respect Fabio Wardley even more than I do now. It gives me a whole nother mindset though. But again, you can remember the Frazier Clark fight. You know, that was pretty much demanded since it was a draw. However, he didn't have to go back down that road, did he? He could have said, nah, I'm done with that. I'm not going to go back in there and take that type of punishment. But what happened? It was a real treat for him, because he showed people that, hey, I can get the job done a whole lot sooner than a controversial decision. But you guys tell me what you think of Fabio Wardley willing to give Joseph Parker a rematch if the Usyk fight doesn't go through, which I think is only fair. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.